now, live from yesterday in Copenhagen, it's Izzy Tolhurst. Welcome to the show, Izzy.
Evan.
Izzy? Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
We're very good, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. I'm speaking from yesterday and incredibly well in Copenhagen.
It is actually yesterday there. It's 10 to 10 at night, I understand.
That's exactly right. Indeed.
But quite apart from the time difference, which is enough to keep me going for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You're also at the Copenhagen conference.
Yes, we are. Well, it starts tomorrow on the 7th in our tomorrow, and it'll be your yesterday again. But we've just had the preamble for the conference and a youth conference on Saturday, but all the real dialogue kicks off tomorrow, which is very exciting. So we just arrived this afternoon.
Fantastic. Now, is Barack Obama there yet?
Sadly, no. We're all shattered that he's not here, and but he has made a bit of a bigger effort. He's coming on the 18th of December with all the other heads of state, which is, I guess, much better for the states and everyone else. But sadly, we miss him then as well because we're heading back to Aarhus, which is north of Denmark, on the 13th.
Oh, so what does the conference actually do before the heads of state get there? I just imagine it was all them just getting together and having a cup of tea.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Sorry, I lost that end of conversation, but I'll proceed to cut you off. Well, up till the heads of state front, there's sort of 15 to 20,000 other participants. There's side events. There's alternative conferences. There's lots of other music and arts performances, and that's sort of in line with Bob Dylan's A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, just announced as the unofficial anthem of the conference.
Cool,
but
I love that
there's tons
song.
going on. There's people on the streets, and there's something for everyone.
I love that there's an announcement of an unofficial song.
And the unofficial
The unofficial
anthem.
song. Yes.
Is Bob Dylan actually going to be there?
Sadly, no, just the song. Just the song.
Just
and the
that
lyrics,
song.
That's
I
all
think.
right. That's all right. He's with us in our minds.
Because you're there for Panorama, aren't you? Or are you
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Are you there representing SYN? Are you like are you our correspondent?
Yes, I have been entrusted with that role. Somewhat surprising, but yes.
And what's the vibe like there? Are people optimistic, or are they a little down?
I think they were optimistic. I think there's a lot of pessimism floating around at the moment because there's not going to be any hard legislation, just sort of wafty political agreements. But I think there's a need for optimism, and it's certainly a very exciting time nonetheless.
How do we know that there's going to be no agreement before they've even had the meeting? Like early days.
Sorry, I keep cutting you off. They've actually said there's not going to be any legislation at this point, but they say that the political agreements are stronger. But I'm not sure to what degree that's true. But there is a need, I guess, for the heads of states, powerful nations and developing ones, to pull together for something binding and serious, because we've got quite a problem on our hands.
And sorry, I've got a really important question. Are you glad that the conference isn't being held in Pennsylvania?
In where? Bulgaria.
Pennsylvania. I'm just wondering.
Just say yes. Just say yes so he can get the next bit out.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Interesting. I mean, Copenhagen's feral.
Actually, yeah, what's the actual place
It's a beautiful, beautiful city, but the weather is shocking. It's not appropriate weather for a conference at all. It's freezing cold and about 3 degrees with not even snow, just rain
Sorry,
and wind.
it appeared when you said that a whole lot of window lights turned on. I think you're actually going to get attacked.
Yeah, they can hear us.
So yeah, it is a bit strange to choose to hold a global warming conference in a really, really cold place like Copenhagen. Do you think that that's going to discourage people from reaching any sort of agreement? Do you think if it was in maybe the Galapagos, you'd have a better chance? Or have them on a Pacific atoll at risk of being drowned by rising sea levels?
Hawaii.
Yeah, the irony is palpable, but no, it's a very good city to have it in because Denmark's so focused on renewable energy, good environmental practice. I mean, when we arrived for the start of our study period, we were blown away. Everyone's on their bike, all recycling. They've got 20% renewable energy already. Those windmills are everywhere, which is fantastic. So I think it's a good place to start these conversations.
Fantastic. Well, thanks very much.
I'm just going to put you on to my colleague, Sana, who's going to have another chat about Copenhagen. So shoot some questions to her.
Oh, we're running out of time. Hi, Sana.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Are you really running out of time?
Yeah, we're really sorry. But do you have any overall impressions and anything quickly that you need to say, get out to the people of Greater Melbourne and Geelong?
Oh, Greater Melbourne and Geelong. Is there anything that I need to say to them? No, I guess not. I guess saying it to the public I guess the public needs to know that for anybody out there who's still skeptic about climate change is real and something needs to take place, and hopefully Copenhagen's the place to do it. I mean, Kyoto Protocol was in 1997 and the next climate conference since then is now 2009. It's been a while since the last climate conference has been held, so I hope the heads of state, get something done and, agreements are made and something goes well for the environment.
Do you think that Australia is going to represent strongly at the conference? Like, do we have something to bring to it?
Izzy seems to think not. I think Australia has a long way to go in terms of what we do for our climate. I mean, we are so behind when it comes to Europe and the EU, and they're so advanced in the way they've come across with all their, like Izzy spoke about, especially in Denmark, all their renewable energies and stuff. In Australia, we don't even want to lower our emissions. I mean, we have a long way to go. So I'm not really sure how much influence Australia will have. But if we do have any influence, it'll be great.
All right, so still a lot of work to be done there. Thanks so much, guys, coming to you
Thank you.
from Copenhagen. I'll just get out my punchline. If it had been in Pennsylvania, it would have been called the Penn 15 Conference, and then you can write that down and get the joke at home. Now we're going to go to a break. Thanks for staying with us.